Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Woo.
First of all, I want to say that I'm glad because this is the last episode in season 2.
Wow,
We've come to the end of season 2
already.
That
My
means we've
God.
had 20 episodes
My God.
uploaded.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. Wow.
And what I keep saying, what I keep thinking is, how did we get here?
How did you die?
The consistency.
God is
the
faithful.
consistency it's been God all the way.
God is
It's been
faithful.
God, and because of that, we won't really make this episode that long. Right?
Yeah.
We just make it brief and catchy and enjoyable. So I'm William Sevidens. I'm your amazing host for this podcast, and right here we have with me
Oyema Glorious, the co-host of this amazing family.
Halima. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Enjoying my holiday.
Yeah, I don't want to say it now, but you told us that you're leaving us very soon.
Yes.
You're traveling.
But they will not notice because we will still be.
Oh no!
They will not notice. But yes, I'm leaving university soon.
Remember, you're traveling for maternity leave. I don't know.
Don't be like. Can you talk?
Oh God, but it's well, we give God praise. So last episode we had a lot of comments. People sending us a DM, this, that. Are we trying to talk about men and women being that? I said, look, you're just trying to just air up a particular view.
Exactly.
Now, what you said, we didn't condemn men, we didn't condemn
women. No,
you're just pointing out some things that we saw and want to make a comment on it. We've had videos of women talking about men online.
Exactly.
So let this one not be the first one that you're coming to say, why are you talking about? Just take it with good faith and move on. So today we're talking about a very good topic, and it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but I've been moving about it, and it's Christian dating.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what to say because help us. What do we talk about here?
Christian dating.
Okay, but let's draw the line. What can you say about dating first of all? Do you think that dating is just, I want to take you out for dinner, or dating is actually being involved in a romantic relationship?
Dating. I mean, you can say a date is like just taking the person out for dinner, but like when you say I'm dating somebody, you are involved in a romantic relationship. Like you're Christian dating, you're planning to get married. You're basically the person is your boyfriend or your girlfriend. That's how I say dating.
Oh, so that was called dating. I just a continuous thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Okay. So, but how do you draw the line between Christian dating and dating out there?
Well, first of all, personally, I believe everything should be done in line with the scriptures.
Yeah.
Although I don't think there are so many scriptures. Well, there are that describe how men should relate around women, but just basically we have conscience. We know the right things to do and things that not to do. So when you are dating, one of the things you must establish, like I said, the first establishment is that this is somebody you can get married to.
Yeah.
I say a lot of young people. Jesus, I say young. I'm young, but I say a lot of people like. Yeah. They know they are not going to end up with this guy.
So why
but
they actually
I don't know. We look, I don't call women. After next episode, they call over them men too, right? Yeah. But the first foundation is this somebody you can live with for the next 40, 50 years? If you can't see yourself doing that, don't enter that relationship. So that's the first thing. Secondly, right? There has to be boundaries. No matter how you see it, there has to be boundaries. There are certain things that you don't do. I think, of course, as we go more into this conversation, we'll expose that. But there has to be boundaries. Now, I'll say those boundaries, they are not, I won't say it's somehow, it's depending on who you are. It's not necessarily,
it's not collective.
Exactly.
Like a generic
there's not something they wrote down somewhere. Depending on who you are. But still, to the it should
the limit.
Exactly, and it will be similar with other people's own. So, but you should know that there should be boundaries. So that's just it. That's how I see it.
Yeah. So you're talking about people who are involved in relationship, but they don't actually have marriage in the picture with that person. A lot of times you ask people, this person you're dating, can you get married to this person? Deep down, they know that they can't get married to this person. So automatically, you know that relationship is going to break sometime, and you're going to end up in heartbreak.
I don't understand why people waste time.
So actually, people actually vouch for heartbreak.
Actually, and when it comes, they are crying. I'm sorry if you suffer heartbreak,
but any person you're dating should be someone marriable.
Exactly.
Someone that you can actually vouch for and say, I can actually get married to this person. So for me, I feel that one of the things that, as I said, that should be looked out for in a relationship is boundaries. And one of the things that I love and I talk about a lot is deal breakers.
Yeah.
So basically, deal breakers are things that you know that you can't deal with in a relationship. There are things that you say, there are things that I can manage.
Yeah.
There are things that I can live with. And there are things that I cannot live with.
Yeah.
So deal breakers, for me personally, I don't like the girl that nags. There are people who, if you talk about something today, you guys resolve it. Another time, if anything does happen, they will just bring, it's just like regurgitating.
Yeah.
They will just bring out something again. But this is one thing that I know that I can't actually live with, because in as much as some people, they see me as, I talk in front of people and everything. I see myself as more of a quiet person.
Okay.
I am more of a quiet person, just that sometimes I can just show the other part, but I'm more of a quiet person. And when there's like excessive talks around me, unnecessary talks around me, I don't really accommodate that.
Yeah.
So for you, what is your deal breaker?
Okay. I think, I don't know, I'm evolving. Yeah, so before, like, again, don't judge me. I'm a human being. So before, you never know, like, women sometimes they can be tempting. So before, just, if you're a fine girl, I would like to get to know you and everything. But now, I think I've said in one of the episodes, one of the things that attract me a lot now, and it's kind of like a deal breaker, is somebody who has a visionary mindset about themselves, right? Not just somebody who wants to just come out and leech on you, right? You know that this person, you can have everything in the world, but they too will still strive to have their own. That's one of the things I really, really love. And then, of course, other things in terms of attitude, I like peace, right? I'm a very, like, before I've noticed, it's difficult to get me angry. It's difficult to do something really, really bad that I will hold for long. Yeah. Right? And I expect that from the other person. And I, of course, maybe not have the same threshold as me, like, the person must do before you get angry. But you should let some things slide. Yeah. Right? It's not somebody that the littlest of mistakes you make, they make a fuss about it. They come out and start complaining. Like, I mean, I just forgot to wash my plate. Why are you shouting? I like peace in my house. So that kind of thing. So just peace of mind, and as somebody who is thinking far and always wants to strive to be better.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's the type of a person?
Hey, why you know Jesus?
Okay, so basically during my internal difference in school, I was sitting with a friend. Yeah. I'll mention her name, Oma. So I was sitting with her and she was like, "What is your type?" And I said something. I said, so personally, I'm not someone that have a type of person, but there are traits that I admire in people. There are things that automatically they add beauty to a person, even without the person being
natural.
You get, so basically, I just said that I don't want someone as dark as I am. Yeah. You get, you should be quite lighter. I'm not saying fair. Okay. I say you should be quite lighter. So you can be chocolate or you can be dark, but not as dark as I am. You get, then you should be okay.
What do you mean by you should be okay? What is that okay?
No, because I know that there's some people now that what's this thing? And probably they're coming around or something like that, and I see something and so
they laugh.
So, but it should be okay. You know what I mean?
God, we just expose ourselves inside this episode.
But it should be okay, right? Okay. So, what's the type of a person?
First of all, I like light skinned girls a lot. Oof. A lot. So if you, I love beauty. If you are very beautiful, light skin, oh my god. But then it's not like it's set in stone. Like I've seen dark skin girls I'm attracted to. So it's more of the beauty part of it. And the thing is, like you said, there are some traits that the beauty might not be so much there to other people, but like there's some traits the person exhibits, so it enhances exactly. So that's how I see it. Like you may not be. So if I want to rate you, maybe you're a 7/10 in
Yeah.
beauty. But then with intellect, with kind of person you are,
you
10/10.
10.
In fact, I'm cool with that. So it's not always, of course, like if they put 7/10 and 10/10, I would want to pick 10/10. That's but like other things play as well. But then I like light skin girls.
So there are people now in relationships who have been involved in toxic relationships.
Yeah.
And they are looking for how to come out. Now, basically because this relationship it started up well, but over time they are. In fact, one of the major contributors to disputes in relationships is finances.
Yeah.
How probably people they have
issues, money, how they spend their money,
the percentage 50-50 or 70. What can I say about 50-50 or 70? Because personally, I feel that
when you say 50-50, when I make money, I will not share it.
I mean that probably
the bills,
yes, or something like that.
See, all those things that you have to agree on it before you.
For me, I think it varies amongst people. There are people who they want 50 school with them.
So honestly, I don't mind. I can pay all the bills. It's just don't be doing something and cover something.
For me, I don't like an over dependent woman.
Yes. Don't be the person that if I don't like, for instance, now you are not asking me for transportation. Or maybe you have a car, you're asking me to buy your fuel. No, now you should be working, you should be able to do those things for yourself. I'll take care of the household and everything in the house. And even sometimes you contribute to it as well. Oh, don't worry, I'll buy things for food today. Oh, don't worry, I'll pay for this bill. Naturally, I know it's my responsibility, I will do it. But then once in a while, you can take that pressure from me. And maybe sometimes business may not be so good. And I can know that confidently, I can walk up to my wife or my significant other and say, oh, this is what's going on. Oh, can you step in for now? So that's how I say. Not 50, not really 50-50. I mean, yeah, the man, you should provide. But if you agree on that before marriage, no wahala.
So basically, 50-50 doesn't work for me. I believe that as a man, you should take responsibility.
Exactly.
If some things are mentioned in the home, there should be a partner who spearheads that responsibility.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that the other person, they have the dominant and the recessive traits.
Yeah.
That's how responsibilities are.
Should
they have dominant responsibilities.
And recessive.
Exactly. So there are sometimes you can just come in and you fit in as a recessive. It doesn't mean that me as a dominant, I will take up responsibility.
Exactly.
Also, it goes the other way. There are ladies who also hit on the woman should not be referred to as the person cooking.
That's exactly what's in my head. I mean, I was going to talk about it.
So what can you say about that?
See, like I just said, I'll pay the bills. And I'm not saying, and it's a wrong mindset to think that because it's your major, like you just said, recessive and dominant. Because it's your dominant responsibility, doesn't mean you will do everything.
Yeah.
But then, I can't marry a wife that will tell me she won't cook for me. That we must share the cooking. I should be able to freely say it, but the kind of society we find ourselves in, I can't freely say it's a woman's responsibility to cook for them.
They don't misunderstand you. That's not what you mean. Exactly. You're not trying to domesticate women
and say, oh, stay in the house and only cook. No,
initially, before we mentioned this thing, we said that if you're not working,
exactly,
like, outside, so we
want you to be outside. We want you to be productive.
There are times I cook. There are times
exactly.
you come back home
and you miss food.
And you miss food. I was having breakfast in bed. All those things. But when it comes to a home and you say and you mention cooking, the person who's meant to
should
bring up head first.
Because if they don't do it like that, a day will come and tired, you're tired. Oh yeah, we'll go cook.
The employee housemaid or the order for glue.
And then the women, they don't want housemaid too. They don't want housemaid. What do you know? How do you satisfy? Because if there's somebody who knows this is my responsibility, they will spearhead it. And when they are unable to, the other person will assist. And even when they are unable to, reasonability will say, okay, this other person, you've seen that this person has been trying, has been working hard, has been cooking, has been doing all that. Assist. So that's why I'm very okay. It's not a problem to pay the bill. I will do that. But then you shouldn't have a problem with saying, oh, the little chores in the house, you should be spearhead that. The cooking, you should spearhead that. Of course, I will be involved in it. Saturdays, we're cleaning the whole. I won't just lay down on the bed.
Do you think that young ladies of these days, it's not as though you are coming back to ladies, which I don't want this conversation to head that way. But do you think that now, I know that guys are crazy. I know that there are men who just sit at home and expect their woman to do everything, to cook, to do that. If we have a child, it's our child, not your child. So there are times I will change the diaper of the child. There are times, but when it comes to home care, you know that as a woman, you're meant to take care of the home, right? It doesn't mean that as a man, I can't step in to do those things, right? I'm going to step. But do you think currently what influences these decisions or these speculations in young ladies is laziness and the inability, or they don't want to take up responsibility?
See, the truth is, it has become a normal thing where women begin to compare themselves to men. And I keep looking at these people and they are naive, because our natural traits are not even the same. Do you know how often women cry? You'll be alive. A girl that is rare to find a woman that doesn't cry at least once a week. Very rare.
Wow.
I talk to a lot of them and I'm like, bro, how do you do this? I can't remember the last time I cried outside, maybe when I'm praying or something like that. I can't remember something got to me that bad that I cried. I don't think I can't remember. That's because we can take up those kind of things. Only that shows the difference between men and women. Men can carry those kind of loads. We can do those kind of things, and women are trying to. And the bad part is that some men are now also trying to become feminine. So they are feminine traits, and it's society can't work that way, because for there to be balance, each side has to play their role. And so the women of today, their attitude is sponsored with the fact that they think they are equal. They are equal, but responsibilities differ. I can't give birth to a child, so you are superior to me in that. And I need you for that. But then there are also areas where I am superior to you. And I don't know why women can't accept that. There are things you are better than me at, and I will accept it. There are things I am better than you are. And in those areas, I should take the lead.
I feel that in terms of home, in terms of relationships, people should use the Bible as a reflection of
a very good manual.
He said that the husband is the head of the home. The head of the husband is Christ, right?
The head of the woman.
The head of the woman is the husband. So there is a system. There's a structure. There's an organogram, right? There's Christ. There's the husband. Then there's you now. Even the Bible also says that doesn't make the human inferior to the man.
You're not inferior.
You're not inferior. You're not also inferior to you. There are things that you are better off than we. But I just feel that probably ladies, they just want. See, I feel in terms of responsibilities, in terms of chores and everything, they want a 50-50. But in terms of finances, they want a higher percentage.
You know what I don't like about this 50-50?
They are coming for the guys.
Yes, so they will not be like us who are attacking. You know what I don't like about this 50-50? What about in chores most especially? There are some things that naturally, intrinsically, as a guy, you just know you're supposed to do. For instance, if they take the light, you are not waiting for anybody to tell you. You are going to put on the gen. It's normal. It's wired in your head. Or something spoils, a bulb spoils, you are the one fixing it. Or something falls down, you are the one that is going to pick it up. Women will not touch that. But then, somehow, when it comes to washing plates, sweeping, you don't jump at doing those other responsibilities that are more difficult, but you want us to, the washing plate, the cooking, you want us to also assist in that. I see that as double standard. If you say, okay, two of us are going to the washing plate, it's 50-50, no wahala. If today I buy for it, tomorrow you buy for it. Why can't it be like that?
So if I calm down.
No, that's how I see it. Because there are certain responsibilities that it should just be a guy to do it. It's late. Why would a woman go and buy for it? So already that shows you that there are responsibilities that only guys can take on, which also means that there should be responsibilities that only women should take on.
But I don't feel that cooking and washing plates is a responsibility that
no. I'm just using that for like example.
Just like we said, the recessive and the dominant.
Of course I'll wash my plate. Of course I'll do all those things. But I expect that it shouldn't be viewed to me as if that's my major responsibility. When there are women in the house, and of course, if the generator spoil, you don't need to tell me.
So you don't expect the guy to wait and say, can check plug.
What is that? That would be so weird. Exactly. So I already know intrinsically that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I will do it, of course. That's how I see it.
All right. Okay, so let's come to the guys now. Now, there are guys who are lazy.
Of course.
There are guys who they just expect the woman. In fact, I feel that no woman should be with a guy who she doesn't see a future in him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are times whereby people can be so should I say orative. They know how to talk very well. They know how to share dreams. But I feel that there's a way you can look at a guy and you can see the future of that guy in the eyes.
Of course.
So what can you say about guys who they just sit down at home and they expect? No, I saw a story of a guy who told her girlfriend, they arrested them, told her girlfriend to come to his house.
Mm-hmm.
She came to his house. They arranged, two of them arranged that he will kidnap her and she will not call her parents.
Wow.
To pay about 1 point something million, which they did. Now, after the money came, she took about 400,000, while he took about 700,000.
Wow.
As the guy, you took more than the girl. Can't you imagine? So what can you say about guys who feel that they feel that the ladies should just now, and we said something about recessive and dominant responsibilities. Yeah. But there are guys who actually sit down and they just expect the ladies to spearhead everything because they have seen a visionary and a working class lady and a lady that's ready to provide to do that, and they just sit down and they just expect the lady. What can you tell the ladies against those guys?
See, first of all, before you get married, not even know what you're marrying. Don't go and marry somebody that will do what? Because there are some crazy men out there. I see some men that don't live up to their responsibility, and nothing in this world irritates me more than that.
Yeah.
Seeing a father that doesn't pay his children's school fees, seeing a father that doesn't take care of his children, like, bro, what is?
And it's not that he doesn't take care of his children, but he
doesn't even want to.
He doesn't even doesn't care.
Doesn't care. Like, bro, you brought these children into this world.
Yeah.
Do your responsibility. Like, it's the basic. It's one of the things that annoys me the most. Is like seeing men who are incapable. A man, you are not incapable because you can't send your children to the best school. You are incapable because you cannot give them the basic amenities. To be able to provide food, shelter, and education to all your children. So you self, when you are giving birth, have sense. Know your limits.
Yeah.
You bring 5 into the world, but you can't take care of
staircase. Yeah, like
you can't take care of all of them. Know how you are planning yourself so that see.
Somebody said something. He said that children, when they are small, they are liabilities.
Yes.
Children starts becoming assets when they grow.
They grow up, and we're not even talking about 20 years old. It's when they are working and they can now start providing for you. That's it. And I think I don't know where I heard it, but as a parent, you should plan that at the moment you give birth for the next 20, let's just say 20 years, you are constantly, that child is constantly sucking from you. That's how you should, that's the mindset. For the next 20 years, know how you plan yourself because that child is constantly sucking. Until they finish it, that's the minimum even secondary school is not enough. The minimum any parent should do for a child is finish their secondary school education. I say secondary school, tertiary, university education. That's the minimum. And then when they graduate, you can remove your hand. Oh yeah, I've set you up. Go and find what you want to do with your life. I see it like that. So as a man, right? First of all, I'll address the men. As a man, your first thinking is, how do I start doing something that can help me provide for my family? If you don't have something like that,
don't start a family.
Don't start.
It's not
don't
motivation.
Even be in a relationship.
It's not motivation.
Don't be in a relationship. I love you. Make your pocket hold out first. Make your pocket hold out. You should not have any business having a girlfriend if you can't take care of her. You can't take her out once in a while.
Man,
you not. You don't deserve to have a relationship.
Woman.
You don't. So settle your pocket first. That's why they say marriage is not about age. If you can before when I earlier started watching it a couple of years ago, there's this couple they're in US. I can't remember their name. Right, maybe they can check them out. But they were 19 when they got married.
Yeah.
Sam and Jess, yes, that's the name of the YouTube channel. Sam and Jess. I used to watch them and I enjoyed their content. They were 19, both of them when they got married. At 20, they were building their own house. They are capable.
Come on.
They were capable. And so you are 19. you've matured, you have sense, you have the finance.
There's also
there's
something. There's something.
You can do what you want. So if you reach that if it is until you're 30 before you can do something like, brother, stay single. It's not motivation. No, go and be doing I love you.
See, the best relationship status is singlehood.
I'm telling you.
You are talking from experience.
What was that the pastor said in church on Sunday that they were pointing us? I forgot the other of say something.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I would say it here. no. I would say it here. Oh my god. So that's just it. If you know that you don't have a regular flow of income, right? Just and one of the reasons why marriages fail is because during the dating season there are some basic discussions they didn't have.
They don't have
things like how many children are we going to have?
Which one be this? How do people do this? You are rushing to it. You want to be married. You want to marry. Bro, come on. Even if I know somebody that dated for 10 years before they got married.
Before me, sir, I feel before you even before you propose to a woman, you should be ready for the marriage itself.
Yes, man. Why you go propose and 1 year later we never marry?
2 years. Some people propose and 5 years.
You did not do that. That's in a tree. He won't padlock you.
That's crazy, right?
You should be prepared. You should be seeing yourself that maximum in the next 6 months we are married. Or are comfortable. As a guy, let me tell you, I don't even know why I know this thing, but if you are getting married, you should have your own apartment. Of course, I don't mean you own a house, but you should have to believe you are living in your parents and you want to get married.
It's not India.
One of them stay here. Please don't do that. You should have your own apartment. You should have a steady stream of income. We're not saying being a millionaire.
It doesn't have to be.
That's one of the mistakes. So it's also on the other side. People think, I must be a millionaire. No.
And also, why is like that is that because most of the young girls now they put it. If he's not having,
don't marry such a stupid person.
See, please don't marry somebody that
any woman that gives you a figure that you must be any X amount of money for you. Wrong.
If you check her, she's poor.
She's poor. I saw where it has been. They were asking the girl, so with your man, how much should he be making a month? He said, maybe 10 million naira I'll manage. Okay, what kind of car? Oh, Benz I'll manage. Yeah, okay, how much are you making a month? Say 50K. I just vex come up because that's stupidity.
That's crazy.
Don't give you now, of course, it varies. So if you guys can live with the man is making 300K a month, you can live with that. Fine and good, but we're not saying be a millionaire, we're not saying be making millions every month, but have a steady, please, that word. We're not saying, because some people, they are doing business that today they make 10 million. The next time you see that kind of thing, is next 5 years. Have a steady flow because you can now plan yourself with it. That bad as it bad, no matter how business is bad, I will make 100K each month. Now, if you look at yourself, already each month you are spending more than 80,000. You can't live with it. How you won't come bring another woman into that situation?
Another woman.
So you must know that you are carrying too load now. So be ready.
And some people first year, don't come.
Exactly what I want to say. Also be planning for child as you are budgeting. Okay, if 100K is doing only me, that means if I must be earning at least 300K monthly because this one is father, mother, and children.
And babies, their meals are expensive.
Isn't one pastor saying he spend like 20-something K for baby formula every week? Jesus! That child chop past me.
Give the child a bar. Eat a bar. You sure? So, but these are the things okay. But let's go back to dating now.
Yeah.
How do you think? We are rounding up now. What do you think should be put in place for you to have a sweet relationship?
Oh my God. Finance. There is no romance without finance.
Man.
I will clip
romance without finance will end in destruction. It's a torment.
We need to cut this part out. There's no romance without finance. Please, guys, before you get into a relationship, whether dating or otherwise, I don't know how men think or I don't know how other people, or me personally, I don't want to be in a situation where I don't have funds to take care of my girl.
Yeah.
Like, it's her birthday, you can't send her something, you can't do something
and
nice
vice
for
versa. Just say today King was born.
Don't fire you. Which King was born?
Don't tell me that a king has been born since, and the son was given.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, that fresh one. Put that for my own page. Oh my God. But yeah, let's be sensible. Which one is the king was born? I mean, we are the best. So yeah, you should, finance is the main thing. But then emotional, oh my God, I'm going to say this. We need to get to the point where, and to be like as if me, I'm trying to defend myself, but we need to get to the point where if a relationship does not work out, both parties can walk away without hating each other.
See, oh God. See, let's talk because this thing you said, I wanted to say this thing earlier, but this thing you said now does make me I just recalibrated. Last week I was just thinking, and the Holy Spirit ministered to me about relationship. While I was thinking about this podcast, this episode, he said that, do you know heartbreak and breakup is not the same thing? You can have breakup without a heartbreak. See, there's a way to end something. Why will you say you love a person, and because you guys don't want to be involved in a romantic relationship again, you guys go your separate ways for life?
Hate each other. It does not.
It's different if what transpired
was
exactly. If it's something like violence or something, that this person has a blackout. But if it's something that you know that this is not something,
I just wasn't feeling it anymore.
Exactly.
I lost the emotions. I lost the feelings.
Okay, fine. We talk it out and we'll move our separate ways. Not that you just
and then we hate each other. You block each other. You can't talk to each other. It's crazy. Let me expose myself, right? This thing it happened to me. In fact, it has happened to me a couple of times, right? Me and we're trying to, of course, and then of course feelings were being developed and everything, and then we ended, and it ended. But in fact, most of the time it's me. Right? I lose feelings, and the energy I put in at the beginning, I'm not calling as I used to call, and all that. And then the person gets hurt. What happened? Was he playing me? All those kind of things and everything. And the person gets hurt. Now, for the longest, I was always, because I don't like hurting people. It's not my nature. I do, and it wasn't. It's not like I planned it, right? That I intentionally will make this person fall for me, and then I didn't plan. And for the longest, I had always been judging myself and feeling hurt and bad. That how could I do this to somebody and all that. And to be fair, to a little degree, that's true, right? But then, at the point I started thinking of this thing, right? I have feelings for you, you have feelings for me. Am I obligated to always have feelings for you? I mean, we're not dating. We're not married. Am I obligated to be that committed?
Relationship.
Am I not allowed am I not allowed to stop having these feelings? And
it's even safer for you to stop having that feelings than for you to continue.
And you know that you don't even feel for this person, and because you don't want to hurt this person, because you know this person likes me, but I don't want to make them feel bad. You keep carrying the relationship, but you are dead inside. You don't feel that thing for them. But then the problem is they will take it bad, and at a point I began to be honest, you don't owe anybody commitment until you are committed. I should not worry about something that I'm not yet into it. So why am I worried about this thing? We should mature to the point where and even if you're already dating, you and a guy, you realize, one of you, either person realize that this thing is not working out again. And of course, you will feel bad because you develop feelings. True, you will feel bad. But then your feeling bad should be the point where, okay, we separate for now, just so that I can regain myself.
But that doesn't mean that you're out of
end of like that we are not in talking terms. You hate me more or less. I'm like, bro, it's not like we should not. We are too. I mean,
this thing you said does make me remember. Like I had the same story with yours, but this time around it was the
other way. Around.
It was the other way. So back then in secondary school, we were brothers, right? And there was this girl in our class, right? She's beautiful, actually. She still is, right? So, and I wasn't really these guys that were the top of the class, not like academically, but like those fresh guys that will fold hand like fold this thing, those kind of. I'm just more of a simple person than a quiet person, right? So, and this girl, I don't really like talk to this girl every time. It's just normal classmate talk. Right? But all of a sudden, I started having like this attention from. I was feeling good. I mean, I felt
one of God.
see, relationship is sweet.
Yeah.
If you're committed to if you're in a relationship with the right person,
it's very sweet.
You will enjoy it, right? So I was feeling good. She was giving me a good time. We were talking like attention, like when something is going more than usual, you surely know.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I know one particular night prep. We have night prep, and normally girls don't in our school. Girls don't read in the same hall with guys for night prep.
Okay.
So they have a separate class. So she sent one of the junior students with her key to open her locker and get books. Normally, she would send somebody else, any of her friends, her male friends, but she told me to give her. To the point that even our guys, they were like,
oh, shit.
So, if my guys can notice it, it means that her girls also have noticed it. So probably her girls might be like, why are you giving this kind of attention? I probably thought some things into her and probably she not say, oh, why am I?
Yeah.
And that's how they acted and everything. I felt bad.
Yeah.
I felt bad. But on the other end, I was like, it's better for me to end something that is not yet defined than for me to continue in this feeling. And if anything happens, it can be worse because there was no rightful definition at first. So at every point in a relationship, definition of that relationship is necessary because you can actually have a breakup without a heartbreak. Yeah, it's possible for you to have a breakup without a heartbreak.
We need to mature to that level where it's not working out. We move our separate ways. Feel bad for a period of time. So bad, all those things. But get back to life. Moves on. You will find another person. People don't have to be enemies. Like it must be said though.
Well, guys, you've come to the end of this episode, right? Yeah. But we want to actually say something because this is the last episode in season 2, and we are really thankful to everybody who has been part of our journey, who has supported us, who has followed us, who has liked our content, shared our content and everything. We love you so much. But please do us a favor to push our content more. We want to come back to season 3 with full force, with massive energy, with full visibility. I hate that hate. There was something that Haley said, Haley Molenda, I follow her. She said something. She said that you're too broke to be invisible. You're too broke to be invisible. I want that means that there are people who I want to be. I don't like. How much do you have that you want to be? How much is in your pocket? You're too broke to be invisible. So please, we are too broke to be invisible. Help us. You believe in God, we do also. What you're doing, you believe in it also. Please help us. Push it to other people. There are people out there who need to hear the things we're talking about. Blessing, I'm calling your name again. Thank you so much for following our content. Yeah. You gave us over 50 subscribers on YouTube. Wow. And that is amazing. Wow. We love you so much. So please, I'm going to be sharing this now. In December, we'll be giving out 4 or 5 free matches. Matches are printed polos for our 1-year anniversary, shipping to any person anywhere in Nigeria that has been supportive to us, like to the podcast, to our dream, to everything that we could do here. Yeah. We'll be giving out free matches. So we'll be looking at between now and December, people who interact with our content, people who share our contents the more. We're going to be giving out free matches. So guys, you can't just leave on that for any reason. Please, if you want to have a match for yourself from InReality Podcast, ensure that you engage in our content. Thank you everyone for joining us. And last word for them. It's been an amazing season, right? But we need your help. Like he has already said, we need your help. We need to push this thing out there, right? The word of God needs to be pushed. The word of God needs to be heard. Yeah. So try your best, right? Copy the link, share it to your friends, share it to your family, share it to your enemies. Make sure you push it out there. But then lastly, for the year, I pray that God will bless you. I pray that as you're rounding up the year, you round up with grace. Amen. The latter part of this year will be greater than the former. Amen. You have not yet seen the best of 2025. 2025 still has a lot for you to offer. Yeah. So I pray that God blesses you.
Thank you for engaging with us. Thank you for supporting us throughout this journey. We love you sincerely.
See you in the next episode, guys.
Bye.